Hi guys, and welcome back to the Paper Oligarch channel where we talk about everything finance. This is the monthly update of my portfolio, and at the end of the video there is a bonus section where I discuss if and how useful is it to have an investment partner. I hope you'll find all this information useful, but, and here goes the usual disclaimer, please note that this is not investing advice. It's just my portfolio as it stands on May 1st, 2022, which is a Sunday, and can change at any time without previous notification. Following an investment strategy without doing the work yourself is almost guaranteed to result in losses. So please be careful, since it's your responsibility to do your own research before investing. Anyways, without further ado, let's begin. As usual, we start with last month's activity, which was ready? Nothing, nada, zilch, niente, rien, a big fat zero. Are you surprised? As I mentioned before, I felt that I was trading a bit too much, and I am overall happy with my portfolio and feel comfortable keeping it for 20 years. So, trying to follow my own advice, here is the first month of those 20 years of inactivity. Even if I didn't buy or sell anything, there are still some changes in my portfolio. So, this is how it looks right now. There is a bit more green than last month, which is mainly due to an increase in one of my biggest bets, Transgaz, which, due to the offshore law approval by the Romanian politicians, which basically means that more natural gas should be extracted from the Black Sea in the next few years, and in turn will be transported by Transgaz, so it means that it will see higher revenues. So that was a big plus this month. I also got a 13% dividend from BRD, which is a Romanian bank that's part of Group Societe Generale, as well as on the last day you probably know that the Chinese stocks also grew up a little bit, so about 10%, but really nothing to write home about happened this month. I know that even though this is not the most exciting content for you to watch, I hope to have more months of zero trades. It means that I'm following my strategy, and because money is made when you wait, not when you buy or sell. That being said, it's very unlikely to not do any more trades this year, so I will at least do some dollar cost averaging. I also expect actually markets to go a bit lower short term due to the increasing rates. So if any buying opportunities arise, I will still be in the market for that. As you probably already suspect, the allocation pyramid is more or less the same as last month, with small changes due to the price action of equities. So I'm still waiting for one of my bets to, as you kids say, go to the moon, baby. So I will never lose hope. The small changes that you see here, the value stocks is the increase with 1.5%, and it's because of the increase in Transgaz that I mentioned before, and the rest actually is just natural variation of the assets. To make up for the lack of excitement in my portfolio this month, as promised at the beginning of the video, now let's talk about the value of having an investment partner. Thank you for making it this far. I see you are interested in investing, and I heard you also love to breathe oxygen. So, since we already have so much in common, why don't we become better friends? So please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and if you have any questions, please hit me up in the comments. So, partnerships. Of course, we all know maybe the most successful partnership of all time, Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger from Berkshire Hathaway, who just had their annual Berkshire meeting, and as usual they have lots of followers. Another very successful pair was George Soros and his lesser-known partner Stanley Druckenmiller, who famously broke the Bank of England with their bet against the British pound. Druckenmiller found a trade and Soros loved it so much that he decided to leverage up significantly in order to place a much bigger bet. There are more recent examples like Nick Sleep and Case Zachariah. I feel I butchered his name, I never heard it, I just read it a bunch of times. We also have Monish Pabrai and Guy Spear, who are great investors in their own right, but they are not partners in the same fund. However, they bounce ideas often and sometimes act in a concentrated way. And of course, there are many more examples. There are of course some advantages to having a partner, like you avoid becoming a brain in liquid. No feedback is usually bad since investing is a lonely sport and you can lose contact with the real world. A second advantage will be that you have to organize your investment thesis better in order to present it to your partner or partners. One essential benefit of having a discussion partner is that it makes you organize your thoughts to make a more persuasive case. Next, you need to understand both the upside and the downside to be prepared to defend your thesis if necessary. Find intellectual sparring partners who aren't afraid to disagree with you. Buffett once joked that Munger is also known as the abominable no man. Split the risk and hopefully minimize them as well. But partners don't need to be necessarily involved in the same fund. They can be just idea partners. On the internet today, this model of having a partner might be a little bit outdated because we can always find people to bounce ideas off, and usually we can find the smartest people with both the contrarian point of view, which is very important to hear that out as well as people supporting our own point of view. For example, this is what the Paper Oligarch channel hopes to become, a place where ideas can be discussed by a small community of people and hashed out, and in the end result in better investment decisions. However, you have to be careful of people's interests. For instance, Bill Ackman, the billionaire, is a good example of a person that takes a position, then goes on TV and says whatever needs to be said, either good or bad, for his investment to become profitable. If he's short something, the end of the world is coming, and if he's long, then that's the best business ever. Of course, there is a bit of a conflict of interest there, and he is a bit like the boy that cried wolf, and people are now skeptic of his, let's call them, predictions, because they know that he will take the other side of the bet and dump the shares that he had already bought. So, when using idea partners from the internet, you have to formulate your own investment thesis first, and then, and only then, get feedback from your idea partners and not vice versa. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about this week. So let me know in the comments what you think about partners. Do you have someone that helps you refine your investment ideas? Do you think it's useful? Do you see any downsides? This is the end of the video. I hope you liked it and see you next time. Bye.